Hi, everyone. This is Shannon from the ICS Marketing Department, and thank you today for coming to our newest installment of our topics webinars. Today, we're going to be talking about turning insights into action with WashCloud. It will be hosted by our subject matter experts, Carrie and Tatiana. But first, I'm going to go over a little bit of housekeeping. You may see along the top that there is a Q&A tab. Please leave all your questions there in the Q&A. At the end of our webinar, we will go over the questions. You can post anonymously, and if for some reason we're unable to get to all of the questions, we will send out an email afterwards. With the answers. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't talk today. With the answers to the questions that we couldn't get to. The webinar will also be available on our website and on our YouTube in the coming days. And I'm going to hand this over to Carrie and Tatiana so they can go over WashCloud with you guys.
All right. Thanks, Shannon. Hey, everyone, and welcome to the webinar. Thank you for taking the time to join us today. We're excited to introduce you to WashCloud and show you how it can help you better understand your business, make faster decisions, and improve operational performance across your Wash network. So Shannon kind of introduced us, but we'll do another set of introductions before we dive into the details. My name is Carrie Javolsky. I am the product manager at Innovative Control Systems.
Hi, and I am Tatiana Thomas, and I'm a director of digital product experience. And so let's get started. So over the past year, we've been working closely with operators, distributors, our product teams to build a modern cloud platform that gives owners and managers a much clearer view of what's happening across their business. So because today running the car wash business is about much more than just keeping cars going through the tunnel. You are managing your customers, the memberships, promotions, equipment, chemicals, labor. I'm sure I'm missing some other things, and all of that across multiple locations. And as I can imagine, you have more reports and spreadsheets than anyone really wants to admit. So I think we all have this moment when we ask ourselves, wait, which report is that? What am I looking for? Where I'm going to find what I need right now? And this is exactly the problem that we are trying to solve with the WashCloud. And with that said, let's jump in and talk about our agenda today and what we are going to cover. So first, we are going to talk about why WashCloud, why did we build it? Then we'll talk about where it fits in our broader vehicle wash solution ecosystem. After that, Carrie will take you through the demonstrations so you can see the platform in action. And after that, we will share our roadmap with you, what's coming next, and how you can get started. And of course, at the end, we will leave plenty of time for questions, so please hold your questions till the end of the presentation. Everyone will have time to ask whatever you guys want. So let's get started with why are we here? Why did we build it? Because one of the questions that we are trying to ask ourselves is like, what are we doing with all this data? So I'm sure you feel like the data these days lives everywhere, except maybe where you actually need it. One system has one place of information, and other systems has something else, some emails, some spreadsheets, something in Teams, and suddenly it's getting harder and harder to run your business because all you're doing, you're searching for pieces of information everywhere. I think we all can relate to this, and this is the reason why we built the WashCloud. So we want to create one place where you see all of it happening, one place to monitor your site, one place to understand your customer, one key place to see how your equipment is performing, and one place to identify problems before they become expenses on your side. So in today's world, the vehicle wash industry is generating more data than ever before, and that's actually a good thing. And the challenge is no longer collecting the data, or not as much as it used to be. The challenge is actually make the sense out of it. So with WashCloud, operators can monitor performance across multiple locations, compare sites, understand customer behavior, identify opportunities, and make faster, more informed decisions. So our goal is fairly simple, but does not mean that it's easy to achieve. And that's to help operators and help all of you to run smarter, more profitable business. And that's the challenge that we are addressing with WashCloud. So now let's talk a little bit about how does WashCloud to fit into this broader vehicle wash solution ecosystem. Because Kiri and I hear this question a lot from a lot of our operators and customers, is what's the difference between WashCloud and WashConnect? And I think it's a great question. So I'll try to answer it concisely, but and hopefully it makes sense to you. So WashConnect is designed to run your daily operations of an individual wash site. It manages things like point of sale transactions, site configuration, equipment settings, operational reporting. So WashCloud sits on top of this system. So it gives owners and managers a single place to monitor performance across their entire network. So a simple way to think about this is WashConnect helps you to run the wash, and WashCloud helps you to understand your business. So hope that makes sense. So, and today, WashCloud Cloud already incorporates data from WashConnect, but our vision is much broader. We are building WashCloud as an open intelligence platform that brings together data from across the vehicle wash solution portfolio and connects partners. So that includes solutions such as DriveClean, Ballinger, PDQ, Transcam, other connected equipment and applications. And the goal is to eliminate the need to jump between multiple systems, and instead, you can have one place to understand operations, customer activity, equipment performance, chemical usage, and business trends. Whether you are managing 5 locations or 50, you probably don't want to have 5 or 50 places to look for the information and check where everything is happening. So WashCloud will become this one command center, and because it's cloud-based, you can access it from your desktop or tablet or mobile device. So one platform, one source of truth, one place to manage your business. And we think that everybody needs that. We need that in our life, that kind of simplicity and organization to move forward. So now, rather than me talking and explaining to you in words what WashCloud actually is, well, Carrie will take you through what currently is implemented in the WashCloud. And instead of listening to me for 20 minutes saying boring words, you will see exciting dashboards. And so with that, Carrie, take it away.
Yeah, thanks. So yeah, I'll go ahead and walk you guys through the WashCloud platform and the different metrics we offer.
Thank you, Kiri. Wonderful presentation. I hope we got you guys a little bit excited over here. And but what you've just seen today is just the beginning. So our vision is to evolve WashCloud from a reporting platform into a complete business intelligence and management platform. And so what is next on our list? One of the first capabilities that we are adding is the site comparison. This allows operators to compare locations side by side, identify top performing sites, and quickly understand where the opportunity for improvement exists. Because when you have multiple locations, knowing that one site is different is useful. By knowing and understanding why it is different, this is where all the value comes from. And this comparison side by side is going to give you this ability to share the experiences from your most successful sites and improve the productivity of your maybe least successful sites and understand what to do and what not to do. So the next thing that we are going to address, we are going to dive very deeply into the customer segmentation. And the customer segmentation will allow you to group customers based on their behaviors like purchase patterns, visit frequency, membership status, and other characteristics. You will be able to address your club members as well as your retail customers. So instead of sending messages, the same messages to everyone, you will actually now send the targeted messages to the right customers and at the right time. So we are creating our promotions and clubs so that you can create reusable promotion templates, which will make it easier for you to launch campaigns across multiple locations or across the entire network, or a single location if you choose so. For memberships, we are enhancing the club management with deeper insights into membership growth, retention, customer lifetime value, and engagement, and everything to help you to address the right people at the right time and see how your promotions actually impact all these different customer groups and which promotions work better on which days with which customers. And now this ability is coming to Wash Connect. So another exciting thing that we are doing is we are integrating with Transcam and TrueView. So this will give you a much deeper and better understanding. If you have Transcam and you are using them, you will be able to see and monitor your chemical usage. So compare consumptions across different locations, identify unusual usage patterns. You will be able to see who is overusing the chemicals and maybe where chemicals are underused, which may cause potentially the defect in the car wash itself, right? And you will be able to identify all these usage patterns and better understand your inventory needs. So which will result in what, right? You will have less waste, better cost control, and fewer surprises for that. And with that, we will also make it easier for you to order the chemicals at the right time, that you know we never experience the shortages and you always have the proper inventory available to you. So everything to support your business growth. This is really our goal. So, and of course, any conversation about future in today's world cannot exist without actually talking about the generative AI and capabilities and its capabilities. And we are no different from anybody else, but I think we are trying to address it even better and deeper than others. So we believe that the future is not just about showing you more data, because the last thing I think most operators are asking for is yet another dashboard, right, or another spreadsheet. What we really need is answering the question, what should I do next? That's where we call it Drop AI. So this is where it will come in, and we are going to start implementing it really, really soon. So our Drop AI agent is not just going to rely on generative AI and the data that's available on the web, not as accurate as we would like it to be, but we are going to incorporate your historic performance, your industry trends, and predictive analytics all in one. So you will have the best out of all the worlds that exist there right now. And it will provide, and we want to provide you with proactive recommendations. So which will help operators and management to optimize staffing, for instance, based on expected weather, or identify your customer segments and suggest marketing opportunities. It can optimize your chemical usage, predict inventory needs, monitor equipment health, and recommend maintenance before actual failures happen. So the evolution is moving from what happened to why did it happen, and most importantly, what can happen in the future, and ultimately to what should you do next. When you ask yourself this question, we would like to provide that answer. That's in short the future of the WashCloud. This is where we are going next. And I would like to say that the sooner you join our troops, the more impact you are going to have on this future agenda and on all these items that are going to come there. So we understand that your life is not easy. You're managing a lot of things across multiple locations. And the goal of the WashCloud is to simply simplify complexity for you, to bring operational data together into one platform, to provide better visibility, better insights, and ultimately better decisions. So how can you join our troops, you might ask? Well, Carrie is going to walk you through this in a second. So Carrie, it's all yours.
Yeah, so basically some prereqs is you just have to simply upgrade your Wash Connect version to 1.9. We do have a full suite of new features within that as well. So I think it's probably worth your while. It's also accessible via the browser on any device. So like we mentioned, laptop, tablet, mobile, anything that you already have, just it's a cloud application, just log in through the browser. And then if you're ready to move forward, you can contact your sales representative or the generic email in order to get more information. And if you're interested in a separate demo, we can definitely set that up. Or if you want to talk more about pricing, all that stuff, that's where you go. Just to give you guys a gist of the pricing. So we do have this basic plus and enterprise model. If you were at the trade show, we did have this available, so you might be familiar with it. But basically, it's based off of the number of sites that you have. So if you have 1 to 7 sites, you fall under basic, 8 to 49, you fall under plus, and then 50 plus sites, you fall under enterprise. So let's say you have 2 sites, you would fall under basic. You would pay $100 per site onboarding fee, so that would be $200. Your monthly base fee is $100, flat fee, regardless of how many sites you have, and then your per site monthly base fee is $50. So in that case, it would be $100. So your first month is looking like it would be $300, and then after that, it would be $200. And then with the users, you do get a set of users with each of that, 5 users, 10 users, and then 25. But we can look into giving you guys more users based off of what you need. All right, I think that covers it. And we can open it up to Q&A. Shannon, do you have anything on your side before we start?
Yes. First, thank you to the two of you for going over all of that. Just a quick reminder, there is a Q&A tab along the top, so you can post any of your questions in the Q&A tab. You can also post anonymously, but we do have 2 that came in from the registration. The first one was, do you help us increase our Wash membership?
So I'll take this one. Once we implement this campaign promotion management system, and we will also implement the customer segmentation, that's the whole goal of doing that, is really to help you with getting more customers.
And then another question from our registration registration form was, what hardware can it be used on from a tablet perspective? Will it be able to be used remotely when off-site? And will it have the same functionality as on-site when you're logged in?
Yeah, I can take that one. So basically, like we mentioned, you can access it on anything with a browser, mobile, tablet, desktop. You can use it anywhere remotely, since it is a cloud application. And then will it have the same functionality as on-site logged into the server? So we're not like connecting directly to the on-site server. You have the same functionality no matter where you are.
We have another question that says, when will Wash Connect 1.9 be released?
It is ready and can be upgraded when you are ready. So you just have to get in touch with support and they'll coordinate with you on getting 1.9 at your site.
Another question I can answer, will there be a recording of this meeting? Yes, there will be. In the coming days, we will upload the recording to our website, and it will also be available on our YouTube channel. I do believe attendees also get an email with the recording available as well. And that's all I'm seeing at the moment. But if anyone else has any other questions, they are more than welcome to drop them in. We do still have a few more minutes. Additional information that Carrie or Tatiana that you guys want to give about what WashCloud while we wait for the questions to come in?
I think we went through a lot of information today, and we would be happy to give anyone who is attending the seminar or webinar a personal presentation, maybe take it slower and answer all these questions in depth if needed. But other than that, I think we pretty much covered a lot already.
Yeah, I will say when I've demoed before with customers, it does take longer because you're able to ask those questions throughout each screen. So we can definitely do that, like Tatiana mentioned.
We did actually have another question come in. Other features such as auto sentry intelligence, is that still in the works, as most techs referred to this meeting to also cover it?
Yes. So we actually will have another webinar. We have a couple more planned, and we will touch more on what AS Intelligence is and the features that are coming out. We do have it available within 1.9. Similar to WashCloud, we did start with more of like the basic level, and we want to get everyone's feedback in order to make sure we're prioritizing the right use cases for that, because it is the dynamic prompting. So we'll give you guys more details during that time, but it is available in 1.9.
And well, since we have a little bit more time, if you guys don't want to ask the questions, that's perfectly fine, and you need time to think about it, that's great. So, but if you don't mind to maybe type into questions and answers, what is your most desired functionality that you're looking forward to, and you want to share it with us, that would be lovely.
Yes, good idea. Yeah, a lot of what came out of that future pipeline and roadmap came from quite a bit of suggestions that we've gotten and validated what we were going to do and what we had planned for even before the trade show, even before customer calls, but then that has also added to it. So it's been super helpful to have that kind of feedback.
Right. So I don't see anything coming at this point of time. So I'm hoping you've enjoyed this webinar, Shannon.
If there are no other questions or comments, then we will go ahead and wind down the webinar. Thank you all for coming, and we cannot wait to see you in our next one.
Thank you.
Thank you.